Dudley.
He continues to struggle from the field. But luckily for him and his team, his teammates have been able to pick him up and get the job done.
Irving kicks to Carter Williams. They set the pick. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Carter Williams has got the game tied up here for the 76ers. And some of it, Clark, for Atlanta making the jump is personnel. It's never easy to get a franchise player without a high draft.
And in that sense, Kevin, they are a bit in danger of becoming a treadmill team. But they have a good base right now, and I think they just need to continue to keep adding talent and have the talent they have continue to develop.
In the corner, Irving with it. Carter Williams against Len. Carter Williams kicks to Irving. Here's Monroe. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. .36 seconds left to play here in the half. And Voigt kicks to Lynn. To the middle. Here's Kid Gilchrist. Count that one. Now it's a 4-point Hawks lead.
Nice soft touch to drop that one in.
Carter Williams kicks to Irving. Monroe with a screen on Dudley. Irving's shot is good. Irving's got 4 points this quarter.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Then the pass to Adams. It's tipped. And the first half ends in a close one. The Hawks on top, up by 2. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. Greg Monroe with a strong contribution so far in this one.
How about his first half? Just easily surpassing his average point total.
On pace for a monster game. Too bad he can't score like this every night.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for Monroe. He has 11 points and a steal. I tell you what, he's made his mark on this game in so many ways, guys.
Yeah, just on the strength of his defense alone, he would have stood out, but his offense has been outstanding as well.
We've got Dunleavy. Irving is out there with Carter Williams. Then there's Pachulia. And it's Monroe in the 4. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Mike Dunleavy is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Got it. Nice one there from Dellavedova.
And their solid play in the paint continues, guys.
Well, that's been the focus, Clark, as we've watched. I mean, they've created one chance after another inside.
Back to Carter Williams. Shot on the wing. Rebound, Atlanta. Duncan's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
You know, I get the feeling that Tim Duncan would make a mean poker player. With his reluctance to display emotion on the court, it's pretty clear when he's on the court, the big fundamental is all business. Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Dudley dishes to Duncan. Duncan drawing the double team. Kicks to Dudley. Pass to Dellavedova. Beyond the arc. A nice shot by Lynn. Lynn's got 8 points.
And you talk about Duncan's reserved demeanor, snubbed from the All-Star game last season, but you never hear him complain. That's just not how he does things.
In the corner, Irving with it. Lets it go from 11. Pachulia kicks to Monroe. On the wing, Irving. The dish to Monroe. This is his second trip to the free throw line.
Well, they don't expect a lot from him at the foul line. He was in that range below 70% last season.
And, guys, that was an element of his game that he could not get turned around. I mean, he was really in a funk, and it lasted all season.
Atlanta making a switch here. Koufos is checked in. Dudley, the pass to Duncan. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Monroe's got his 5th rebound in this one. And for Duncan, as respected Clark as he is, you wonder if he's gotten the recognition that he truly deserves.
Well, it's like a lot of things, Kevin. Sometimes you don't truly appreciate it until it's gone. But he's one of the 10 best players of all time in my book. Consistency, high-level performance, championships, every measure you use to evaluate him makes him one of the 10 best to play.
Now here's Carter Williams. Outside Irving. For the tie. It's hauled in by Duncan. Duncan's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Now here's Dudley. He's covered closely. And that one's good. Duncan's got the lead up to 5 now for the Hawks.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
Yeah, look at the discrepancy in the assist column between these two teams.
And the 76ers call time here. At this point of the game, always important to stay focused. And while the coach goes over the game plan, these players are getting a much-needed chance to rehydrate and refuel with Gatorade. And, guys, we know the drill well. All 3 of us drinking the Gatorade, too.
Yeah, no question. Right. I mean, Kevin, people have no idea the fatigue that can set in during a telecast. And so it's important for us to stay hydrated all game long.
Clark, you're always hydrated.
Yeah, I try to be, but it's usually with a combination of H2O and Gatorade.
I love Gatorade. And look at Steve, got the Gatorade shirt on.
Yeah, he's really immersed in the Gatorade.
Yeah, gotta love it.
And Teague has it in the corner. Now 4. He's got 9. 6 to shoot. Again, the Hawks score.
Well, you know, it's always a challenge for a coach in a position like Brett Brown, leading a team through a season with 63 losses. How do you hold the Sixers players accountable and demand execution? And despite that lack of success, I think it goes back to his player development experience, understanding that the process is what you have to embrace as you're working towards more consistent success.
Atlanta leading by 7. Teague kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Out to the right wing. Randy Foye is on the way. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Teague with a clean look. And the Hawks getting another basket right there.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but their cutting, their movement together as a unit that's led to that.
Monroe sets a screen for Carter Williams. Out to the right wing. Clarkson. Not going to go as it bounces high off the rim.
They've been the glass eaters today, guys. A ton of effort out of them down low.
And they've needed every one of those rebounds. I think that's what's put them in front here.
Near the 3-point line, it's Foye. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Hill left side. Shot to stop the drought. Some solid defense from Kid Gilchrist.
I like the defense, guys. Really getting a hand up and challenging shots.
Yeah, Steve, lurking on that shot, and that was a tough one.
Teague dishes to Foye. In low to Duncan. From close range.
You can see how much the defense respects him. I mean, they were all over him on that look.
That's good, and the Atlanta lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Clarkson. Clarkson's got 9 points. Carter Williams again It's T. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
He dishes it to Ford. Off target from three-point range.
Well, he did have a three-pointer in the first half, but so far here in the second, he's come up empty.
Carter Williams kicks to Hill. Back to Carter Williams. The kick out to Hill. 76ers moving the ball around. The shot by Clarkson, no good. Atlanta leading by 7. And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Ford. It's tipped. It's stolen by Carter Williams.
Boy, extremely opportunistic defense leading to those points there.
That dunk, Clark, coming within seconds of the steal.
Love the way they convert from defense to offense.
But that's what happens when you get all 5 guys on a string defensively ready to react and make a play.
Nice shot by Ford.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
Carter Williams with it. He kicks it to Hill. Just 5 to shoot. And again, it's Philadelphia. Hawks have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. In the corner, it's Kid Gilchrist. Back to T. And Michael Carter Williams gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And the 76ers making a change here. Ilyasova's checked in. T kicks to Duncan. Shoots from the high post. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The 76ers trail by 6.
Ersan Ilyasova struggling through a rough season in 2013-14. Probably the worst shooting of his career, really. And his rebounding also fell off. Those were the strengths of his game. He's got to find it again. He's got to bring that effort and energy back to the game.
And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating. And the dunk by Duncan.
You know, the dunks are few and far between for the big guy, but every once in a while we get one just like that.
It's not hard to believe that kind of size might keep you from being a high flyer.
Yeah, that's a lot of man right there to try to get up off the ground, Kevin.
Ilyasova inside the line. It's rebounded by Kid Gilchrist. And Ilyasova with a big contract now. He's had 2 very good seasons for the last couple years.
And Kevin, you know the question will be, was that the high water mark for his career, or can Ilyasova find a way to get back to that level of production? Time will tell.
And the 76ers call time here.
Jeff Teague signed a 4-year, $32 million deal with the Hawks going into last season. And with the departures of some of their other star players, they decided to put the ball in his hands to run their more free-flowing offense, and he delivered in a great way.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Dunleavy comes in for Hill, and Tony Snell subbed in for Clarkson. Then for the Hawks, Kufis comes in for Adams. And Robert Covington subbed in for Duncan. In the corner, it's Dunleavy. Dishes to right. And that one is hammered home.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And I like the way he capped that drive off, guys, with the one-hand punch.
Teague kicks to Covington. Feeds to Teague. They get it back. Kufis the best to Kid Gilchrist. The dish to Covington. Back to Kid Gilchrist. And there's the foul. It goes on Ilyasova. That's his first foul. And Jeff Teague's shooting percentages, Steve, falling quite a bit last season.
Yeah, but he compensated by getting to the free throw line about twice as often. You know, that's part of expanding your game. You're going to see some improvement in some areas and maybe regression in others. But He's got to just continue to work.